10 of the past 12 presidential election winners won Pennsylvania, so this is a crucial state. Registered voters there can choose to vote by mail or absentee ballot, but there are some rules that are causing some controversy and legal challenges all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. Jessica Huseman, Executive Director for Votebeat, is back with us to help us understand what's at stake in Pennsylvania and some of the voting challenges. Your group, nonprofit news organization reporting on voting access and election administration across the U.S. So let's start with these challenges over a rule that requires voters in Pennsylvania to date their ballots on the return envelopes. What's at stake here, and how long before this may be resolved?
It's sort of unclear. So there are two separate lawsuits proceeding about this. One is in state court. That's likely to be resolved before the election. One is headed to the Supreme Court, potentially, if the Supreme Court takes it up, and that is almost certainly not going to be decided by the Pennsylvania or by the day of the election. And either way, this is pretty difficult. Mailed ballots have already gone out to some voters. There are active sort of preparations going on in Pennsylvania. So the longer that this fight gets dragged out, the more likely we are to see mistakes. That's just how this stuff works. Every time there's a last minute legal decision, there are always mistakes.
And with this, what is the biggest sticking point on the date? What's in question here?
Yeah, so right now, the Pennsylvania state law requires that a date be put on the mailed ballot, right? The USPS postmark, which is what most states go by, matters, but if that date is not there, that handwritten date, they can toss out your ballot. And so they've been litigating this for years. This was a huge problem in 2020, especially as the mail sort of became so important during the pandemic. And now it's a problem again, because in the last 4 years, it hasn't been resolved.
Wow, that's troubling. So what is the certification process in Pennsylvania right now?
The certification process should remain basically the same. I mean, these ballots will vary by county. Some will count them, some won't. But the certification process is separate from that. So I think that the state certification should go off without a hitch. It is whether or not these ballots will be counted is really the big question.
You study this, Jessica. You know it better than most. For those who are concerned about election security, that their vote will count, what do you tell them right now in Pennsylvania?
Make sure to put a date on your ballot. There are lots of instructional videos online. Your county clerk probably has a step-by-step guide for how to appropriately cast your ballot by mail. Please make sure that you follow those instructions. Most ballots that are tossed out on a technicality could have definitely been avoided if the voter read the instructions fully. And so it seems like a very simple thing to just sign your ballot, stick it in the mail, and mail it in. But it's a little bit more complicated than that. And so in order to make sure that you are really participating and in the franchise, you should make sure you're reading those instructions. And you should also make sure to check in with your county clerk to make sure that your ballot has counted. There are ballot tracking programs that you can use in most counties. And I would recommend that you follow your ballot all the way through to when it's counted.
Date that ballot. All right, Jessica Huseman with Votebeat. Thank you as always. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.